Right. So, all right. So here we said, let me start over actually. Let me start over. CMS. So we said after after creating our new repository, it will be empty and it will give us these lines of codes. Hope you are able to see them. Are we? Kindly confirm so that we can proceed. I don't want to leave anyone behind. Others, can you see? Financial, can you see? Okay, okay. Okay, good. So now what we do, the first line of code here, I posted here in the comment section. The first command is git initialize. This is to initialize our GitHub. Okay, so we come here and type git initialize, git init. Boom, you tap enter. So it is showing me reinitialized because I had initialized it already. So here it shows reinitialized existing Git repository. Okay. Now we issue the second command. Yes, please. Yes, Suhaib. Yes. Okay, ask. Yes, please. Yes, I can hear you. Hmm. Okay. Okay, the other three, that we are going to share a link, a YouTube link. We are going to upload the video after, so you will also see from your comfort zone. Okay, but you try to listen so that things seem obvious when you are watching the video. Okay, so we are issuing the second command, which is helping us to add all of these repository in the line or in the queue of files that are going to be uploaded. So let us make them ready for being uploaded. So we have to mention every file. We have to tell GitHub that you add this file and this file and after upload them. So we shall issue this command git add. So we are adding whichever file you add, it will be uploaded to GitHub. So we say GitHub add all. We say this dot, this full stop here means everything should be added. Every file that is in our folder should be added. So when I tap enter, you will see it does nothing because it has added all of the files. Now the second thing is a git commit. Okay, git commit. So we are committing it to the main branch. Okay, so we shall say git commit. Okay, minus m, and we put maybe if we are, for example, if you have your your repository and you have to do changes every time. So every piece of code you add there means something. But if we are putting there for the first time, we can say adding for the very first time. So we can call it a first commit or an initial commit. First commit, we are committing or we are adding these files for the very first time. So that will be version 1. Okay, you can call it version 1, version 2, or you give it the names. So you tap enter. So this will show that it has added three files. Number one is follow up the memorandum of understanding template, follow up the memorandum of understanding PDF. Also our main file. But you see here it shows on create mode. So we are putting those files for the very first time. They have not been existing. So it should have put like we are editing, but we are creating for the first time. So we have now issued the three commands. Now let us see the other command. So now we are suggesting that we are going to use, because remember when we were installing, we said we are going to be using the main branch. So here we have to say that we are using the main branch. So git branch. Branch means the section where your files will be kept. Like for example, on your computer, you can say, I am keeping all my files in local disk D, or partition D, or partition C, or partition E, or partition F. Here we use branches. You can have a master branch, a development branch, or a main branch, but now here we chose the main branch. So we are going to say branch is main, like it is in this code here. Okay, so we tap enter like that. Next, we shall say, now we are sending all of these codes we have in our project to our GitHub, which is this one. We are sending it to a GitHub repository called sample. We are sending it remotely. Okay, remote means we are sending it somewhere we don't know. It's very remote. We cannot access it physically, but we can access it using the network. So we are going to say git remote, and we are adding it remotely from our place of comfort to the cloud or to the internet. So the origin is this one. So this is where we are pushing it. Okay. So we are mentioning that our local repository should be saved to this Git repository called github.com navidons sample.git. So we shall tap enter. Okay, so that is also stored. So these are the settings you are putting there step by step. Two, or lastly, we are going now to start uploading. This is the last section. Git push our repository to the origin main, or to the branch we chose, which is main. You say git push origin. You see, you or you origin main. Okay, so this one we'll start uploading our files to GitHub. You see, here, even when we refresh here, there is nothing here. But start sending them, you are going to see that they are being uploaded there and everything will change. So let us tap enter. Okay, so we give it time to start uploading our files as we chill. So you see, they are being uploaded. Okay, so now after them being uploaded, I see all files are pushed there. So now we can come here and refresh and see what now we have. Boom. See now we have our sample. It has this file here, also has this file here, and main.py. Let us try to open main.py. Boom. It has our line of code, which is print. Hello world. You've seen it? Yes. Okay. All right. I don't know whether I recorded the screen. Let me confirm. Yeah, it's being recorded. It's being recorded. All right. Yeah, so we shall, after that means we have done the first step. So just in case you are working on your project, and maybe you add more codes here. Let's write a function here. Maybe you'll be like, now I will change this one. This code, it's no longer supposed to be like that. So you are also seeing that they were green before, but now they are white, because you see, they are now white because no more changes to them. You get? They are no. For green means they have not been uploaded for even the very first time. But now you are seeing they turn white because the same content here is the same content on the cloud. But once we start to change, maybe we remove print hello world, this will turn into orange. It will depend on your configurations on your computer. It becomes somehow orange, means that a change has been done to this file, and you see GitHub is reporting here that there is a pending change. This change is not on our GitHub, so let us create a function that will be greeting us. So define function def greetings. Greetings. So we create our function there. So this function is going to be saying hello class, print hello semester 8. Semester 8, guys. Just like that. Okay. So after having that line of code, it says we have been modifying this file. So it shows this file has been modified, and here we have some pending changes to this file. Now I will come here to our terminal and press What did I press? No, I don't want Python to start executing. Okay. So Python, don't execute, please. So, okay, I will come here and I make changes. I'll say add all files I've made changes to, and I'll say boom. Okay. So I'll say git, everything you start with git add all changes. Okay, and I say git commit. Now I no longer write the other files because I already initialized, I already like told it where to go. Now I just write these additional commands to make changes also to GitHub. I want these changes to go also to reflect on GitHub. So I am making the other files updated. Okay, so if we are working in the group, that means you can see the same changes as long as you have the link. Everyone can see the same changes. That means all of us can work on the same project. That's why Samira can work on CSS, Inash can work on maybe the HTML, Richard can work on JavaScript, and we all come up with the same project. But when we are working, maybe from different cities, one is in Uganda, one is in Tanzania, one is in Somaliland. So that's how GitHub works. So I'll say GitHub, git commit. So now I am updating for the second time. I can say I am committing new changes. I can say second commit, but here I will say added a new function, added a new function. Okay, so you see this is statement. For example, when you come here to the main GitHub repository, which is, for example, sample, the one we have just created, sample. You can see it. Where is the sample? Sample. Where? Okay, I cannot see it because there are too many, but I will search it from here. I'll come here and it says sample. Boom. Okay, so it comes like sample here. Now you are seeing this one, this line here we put. It shows here we have edited it for the first time. It is the first commit. Now you will see after adding this one, it will say added a new. You can say a new Python function, a new what? So I'll tap enter. So it says two insertions. Because I've edited two lines of code, they will show two insertions and one deletion. So I deleted one line of code and I have put two lines of code. So this is the change that has been done to the file, and only one file has been changed. No changes have been done to these files. Now I will send it to the GitHub. I say git push. So I'm pushing it to GitHub. Git push. I'll send it to the origin main, the main origin main, like that. Boom. I give it time, it uploads, and it finishes. Boom, it finishes. So I come here, I refresh, it will show there. So when I tap this main file, you'll see that all of these others are still on the first commit because for them they have not been changed from the first state. But this main has been changed to, I have added a new function. So let us see. You see our function here. Yeah. So simply that is version control using GitHub. Let me hope you have been able to learn something. If something is not clear, you can go back and watch the video back and forth, so as to like to understand it very well. So I am going to pause the video for now.